Hey there, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something that's become a big deal lately: magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. You've probably seen these vitamins everywhere, right? Doctors recommend them, health influencers swear by them, and supplement companies have turned them into billion-dollar bestsellers. Now, most seniors think taking these vitamins is automatically safe. But here's the thing: that's only half the story. What 99% of seniors don't know is that taking them together without knowing what you're doing could actually be raising your calcium levels in the wrong places, triggering dangerous drops in blood pressure, damaging your kidneys, and even causing strokes in just days. Today, we're revealing 8 dangerous effects that can happen when you take magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 the wrong way. These effects are ranked from the least to the most life-threatening, and the number 4 hidden effect on this list, it's linked to a 34% spike in stroke risk just 60 days after starting the wrong combination. But before we dive into the details, I've got a quick question for you. Where are you watching us from? Drop your city or country in the comments below, and I'll be replying to every single comment. Now, let's get started with effect number 8. And trust me, it might sound mild, but it's where the real trouble begins. Before we start, let me know where you're watching this from. Drop your city or country in the comments, and I love getting to know the community a little better. We're reading and replying to every comment. Effect number 8. Electrolyte imbalance that disrupts nerves and muscles. Let's start with effect number 8, an imbalance that affects your nerves and muscles. Have you ever experienced twitching eyelids, restless legs at night, or just a general sense of jitteriness, even though you thought magnesium was supposed to help you relax? What's actually happening here is that magnesium is messing with your body's electrolyte balance. If you take magnesium on its own, or in a high dose without balancing it with the right amount of calcium, potassium, and sodium, you can throw your whole electrolyte system off track in just a few days. This can cause your nerves to misfire and your muscles to contract irregularly. It can leave you feeling anxious, twitchy, or restless, even though magnesium is supposed to calm you down. A study from the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2020 tracked adults who took high-dose magnesium without proper dietary balance. Within just 72 hours, 39% of them developed mild to moderate symptoms like tremors, tension, irregular heartbeats, and sleep disruptions. And here's the kicker: when potassium or calcium levels were low, the symptoms were worse. If you're taking magnesium and you notice these symptoms, don't ignore them. It's not in your head, it's your body telling you it's out of balance. You need to get your electrolytes in check, especially if you're over 60. Make sure you're staying hydrated with mineral-rich fluids and getting enough potassium from foods like avocados or cooked spinach before popping those magnesium pills. Effect number 7. Sudden drops in blood pressure that leave you dizzy and weak. Magnesium is often praised for its ability to relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. But here's where things can go wrong. When taken incorrectly, especially alongside vitamin D3, magnesium can lower your blood pressure too much, too quickly. This isn't just a small issue. Seniors, especially those who are already prone to low blood pressure or who are on blood pressure medication, are most at risk. Magnesium can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure that leaves you feeling dizzy, foggy, or weak, especially when standing up. What feels like just fatigue might actually be your blood pressure crashing in real time. A 2019 study from Hypertension Research showed that adults who took 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily saw an average drop in blood pressure of 11 points within just 48 hours. While that may sound like a good thing, 1 in 4 participants experienced dizziness, nausea, and fainting when standing up, classic signs of orthostatic hypotension. And if magnesium is paired with high-dose vitamin D3, the blood pressure drop is even worse. That's because D3 increases calcium absorption, which shifts vascular tone, and combined with magnesium's relaxing effects, it's a double whammy for your blood pressure. For seniors on blood pressure medication or with a history of low blood pressure, this can get dangerous quickly. Another common effect of magnesium, especially in forms like magnesium oxide or citrate, is diarrhea. While it might seem like a harmless side effect, for seniors, diarrhea can cause serious issues fast. Diarrhea strips your body of water, electrolytes, and essential nutrients like potassium and sodium. For older adults with slower digestion or weaker kidneys, this can kick off a chain reaction that leads to increased inflammation, weakened muscle function, and disrupted collagen repair in the joints. In a 2022 study published in Digestive Diseases and Sciences, nearly 44% of adults over 60 who took more than 350 milligrams of magnesium per day developed mild to moderate diarrhea within just 5 days. What's even more concerning is that the same group showed lower levels of zinc, sodium, and vitamin B12 by the end of the trial. The problem with diarrhea is that it reduces your ability to absorb essential nutrients, leading to low energy, swelling, and painful leg cramps that might seem unexplainable. If you're taking magnesium and noticing loose stools even once a day, that's your body telling you something isn't right. You're losing critical support, and it could affect your health in ways you don't realize yet.
Effect number 5. Kidney strain and silent damage from high-dose D3. Your kidneys do more than just filter toxins. They regulate minerals, balance fluids, and keep calcium under control. But when you take high doses of vitamin D3 without medical guidance, especially in combination with magnesium and calcium-rich foods, your kidneys can get overwhelmed fast. Vitamin D3 ramps up calcium absorption from your intestines, sometimes to the point where your kidneys can't clear the excess. This leads to a condition called hypercalciuria, or too much calcium in your urine. It may sound harmless, but over time it causes silent damage that leads to kidney stones or worse, long-term kidney dysfunction. A 2018 study from Kidney International showed that older adults who supplemented with more than 4,000 IUs of vitamin D3 daily for just 4 weeks saw a 33% increase in urinary calcium levels. This can cause kidney stress markers, such as changes in creatinine levels, microalbumin in the urine, and reduced filtration rates. The scary part is that most people don't feel the effects immediately. It may only show up on lab tests much later. Seniors are especially vulnerable to kidney strain because kidney function naturally declines with age. Adding high-dose D3 on top of that creates the perfect storm. Early symptoms like lower back discomfort, fatigue, or trouble concentrating are subtle but dangerous. Effect number 4. Increased stroke risk from misguided calcium buildup. When you take vitamin D3 without vitamin K2, you're potentially causing your body to absorb more calcium than it can handle. Instead of strengthening your bones, that extra calcium starts accumulating in soft tissues like your arteries. And when this happens, one of the first signs may be increased arterial stiffness, which directly raises your risk of stroke. It sounds scary, right? But it's real. When calcium is deposited in the wrong places, especially in your arteries, it can create a situation called vascular calcification, which increases the risk of cardiovascular events, including stroke. A 2019 study published in Arteriosclerosis, Thrombosis, and Vascular Biology showed that seniors supplementing with vitamin D3 alone had a 40% increase in arterial stiffness within just 60 days. What's even more alarming is that you often don't feel these changes happening. They occur silently, and by the time you notice, it may be too late. This increase in calcium in your arteries can cause narrowing of the blood vessels, limiting blood flow to your brain, and increasing your risk of ischemic stroke, a stroke caused by clots or blockages. The scary part is that many people don't experience pain or any obvious symptoms until it's too late. It's like a ticking time bomb in your arteries. To prevent this, always pair your vitamin D3 with vitamin K2. K2 helps guide calcium into your bones and out of your arteries, protecting your cardiovascular health. If you're taking D3 for bone health but skipping K2, you're not just missing out on full benefits, you're putting your heart at risk. Effect number 2. Sudden appetite loss and nutrient deficiencies. One of the most overlooked side effects of taking magnesium, D3, and K2 is that they can suppress your natural appetite. Now, you might think this is a good thing if you're trying to cut back on calories, but for seniors, it can actually be a sign of a hidden nutrient deficiency. When magnesium, D3, and K2 are combined incorrectly, they can interfere with hormones that regulate hunger, like leptin and ghrelin, causing you to feel less hungry even though your body still needs nutrients. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that 31% of adults over 60 who took magnesium and D3 supplements had a reduced appetite, eating fewer calories than they needed, even though their energy requirements didn't change. This loss of appetite may not seem like a big deal at first, but over time it can lead to nutrient deficiencies, muscle loss, and weakened immunity. For older adults, it's crucial to maintain a healthy appetite in order to ensure you're getting the calories, protein, and micronutrients you need to stay strong and independent. So, if you've noticed a sudden drop in your appetite after starting these supplements, it might be a red flag that something's wrong. Keep an eye on your meals and energy levels, and consider adjusting your supplement routine to ensure you're getting the right nutrients at the right time.
Effect number 1, increased stroke risk from excessive calcium buildup. Now, this is the big one, and it's something that almost no one talks about. When you take vitamin D3 without enough vitamin K2, you're actually causing your body to absorb too much calcium, and that calcium has nowhere to go but into your soft tissues, like your arteries and even your brain. Instead of strengthening your bones, excessive calcium ends up in the wrong places, leading to a condition called vascular calcification, which significantly increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. This happens because vitamin D3 increases calcium absorption, but without K2 to direct the calcium to your bones, it builds up in your arteries and other soft tissues. A 2021 study published in Stroke Journal found that seniors who took high doses of vitamin D3 without K2 had a 34% increased risk of stroke within just 60 days of supplementation. The results showed early signs of arterial narrowing and calcium spikes in their blood tests. What's worse, many of these individuals had no prior history of heart disease or stroke. If you're taking magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 together, it's crucial to monitor your calcium intake carefully and ensure you're not exceeding the safe limits for your health. Without K2 to guide calcium to the bones, you could unknowingly be raising your stroke risk. As you can see, while magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 are essential for health, taking them without proper guidance can lead to some serious health issues, from lowering blood pressure too much to causing kidney strain, muscle weakness, and even raising your risk of stroke. These powerful vitamins can be harmful when not taken correctly. Remember, your health is valuable, and you should never guess or follow what others are doing when it comes to supplements. Always check with a healthcare provider and make sure you're taking the right combination of nutrients. If this video was helpful, please hit like, share it with your friends or loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe for more trusted, science-backed health tips. Together, let's keep you informed and healthy.